This week in Columbia, we debated the repeal amendment. I think it's inherently important, especially in this day and time, that we recognize as a state that the states created the federal government. The federal government did not create the states. Many times, and we've seen this in recent months, more so probably than we have in the last decade, and that is the overreaching of the federal government. One of those issues, of course, deals with health care, with the federal government mandating that folks buy health care. It is my opinion that's unconstitutional, but it really brings back a core question, and that is the 10th Amendment and where states have rights. Again, the states formed the federal government, and so we as states and as a people need to stand up for our rights, especially the 10th Amendment that is of the Constitution. What we have done this week in Columbia was send a clear message to Washington that South Carolina is a sovereign state along with 49 other states in this union. And by doing so, we want to have that message resonating in Washington, that they realize that we are a state, we are sovereign, and those are the areas that we are trying to make sure that your rights are protected as a citizenry, and that South Carolina is recognized for who we are. The other part of what we have done this week is to pass tort reform. South Carolina is a great place to call home and a great place to do business. We are a right-to-work state. But when many companies come to look at South Carolina, our tort system usually causes some pause. Pause for companies that want to come here, especially smaller companies. By passing tort reform in this state, putting some parameters around what lawsuits can and will be in this state as far as rewards and injuries go, it gives us an opportunity to draw on more companies that would come to South Carolina to be a part of who we are. We recognize tremendous growth over the past decade. Our census numbers show it, 4.625 million, up from just over 4 million in 2000. We want to ensure, though, that South Carolina puts a welcome mat out, not only to growing South Carolina companies, but to bringing new industry into South Carolina.